Welcome children, once again. Today I am here to take your chemistry class of Std-VII. Today's topic, we will discuss something more points regarding earlier class we have taken matter. Today, in our previous class we have discussed matter, and today I like to discuss something more about matter. Now, matter has mass and it occupies space. How you can find out that matter is having mass and it is occupied space? Now see, let us consider a container which is made up of glass, and inside the container some drops, some water is there, and this water is there as it is, we can able to see with the help of that transparent container. In that second step, what you have to do, you just take the same thing, water, and inside it you put some pebbles into it. After that, if you put some pebbles into it, what we will observe? Suddenly, the same layer of water, what was there earlier, the level of water will rises up. So, third step you will find, after putting the pebbles, the level of water rises up. Actually, why this is so? This is because pebble occupies the space. Pebbles is having some mass and it occupies space. Pebbles having mass, so it occupies space. So that's why, children, it is if the layer of water rises up. So in other words, we can also say that matter is having mass and it occupies the space of the container where it is kept, and due to that the level of water rises. Another point I like to explain you, by that you can easily find that why matter has a mass. You take the balance, and after taking the balance you put the weight in one of the side of the balance. Suddenly you will see the up and down position of the balance. That indicates that matter has mass. Similarly, so in other point we can also explain that matter has can be perceived by our senses. How? If you move outside, generally you find that air is blowing. We are not able to see the air, but air is a matter, you know, it is a matter, and it can be perceived by our senses. So air is also a matter. Similarly, you consider you can take one balloon, one inflated balloon and one uninflated balloon. In inflated balloon, you tie it one side of the beam valence, and uninflated balloon, you tie it one side of the valence. And weight, you will find the balloon which is having inflated one, that means air inside it, it is having more weight than that of uninflated balloon. So by that we can able to demonstrate that air having mass and air occupies space. Like that, matter is have mass, and like that we can also able to explain that air is a matter and air occupies space of the container where it is kept. Similarly, we can also able to explain the molecular arrangement of particles in case of solid, liquid and gas. You see, the molecular arrangement of particles in case of solid, liquid and gas. In case of solids, the particles are very closely packed. There is hardly any space between the particle, and that's why in case of solid it is very rigid. This is solid. Now in case of liquid, you find the particles are wider apart from each other. There is a gap between the particles. Force of attraction between the particles is much less, and there is a gap between the particles. In case of gas, you find there is a much space between the particles, and intermolecular force of attraction in case of gas, in case of particles, is much, intermolecular force is less, and the gap between the particles is much more. So this is the molecular arrangement of particles in case of solid, liquid and gas. So children, like that I have completed the topic of matter for standard 7. Next day we will again meet. Thank you.